All right, goddammit. We are back. One more time, another motherfucking day. Despite the rain, the floods, all that shit, we are back. We are back here for y'all. And it's always to help me maneuver through this bullshit. Because that's what it is. It's a daily bullshit. But when you're an alpha male, that shit don't bother you. And the one nigga that I know is an alpha male, the ATNIC. What's going on, family?
What's good, fam? My man said he knows based off of experience, man. No bullshit, no fake news.
No fake news.
Yeah.
Exactly, dog. All right, man. As always, go to 3kingboxing.com for the latest and greatest what's going on in the sport of boxing. My man Scott Brown, who's the first in the building. So since you the first, put your comment up there. He said Tank Davis turned down $5 million to fight Farmer, and Farmer turned down $2 million to fight Tank. All right, so
yeah, man. Hey, real talk, man. You know what I'm saying? Give a shout out to my oldest, man. We still on this podcast, even though I'm out here grilling and shit. For my daughter's birthday, she just entered them preteen stages, man. So as soon as this day came, your boy went ahead and ordered another set of hollow points for my Ruger. You know what I'm saying? Just in case I gotta put a nigga on his ass, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's what them preteens mean, dog. You gotta get more cases for your motherfucking gun, man. Gotta get more bullets. That's what that shit mean to me.
Hey, I don't know if it's necessary. The motherfucker took me down.
I mean, look, yeah. I mean, it ain't necessary, but just in case that day, I just don't feel like strong arming a motherfucker, that'll handle business. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. Hey, do that nigga like Teddy Atlas did Tyson.
Yeah, exactly.
Whack out. You get my message, nigga?
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
Man, dog. So, man, this is how we gonna kick this off. See, I grew up without a father, right? I did. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no shame about it. A lot of you motherfuckers went around with some bullshit too in your motherfucking life.
Yeah, ain't nobody exempt from bullshit, man.
Hell yeah. Didn't stop a nigga from being an alpha male. It just was a little harder of a route. That's all that shit meant to me. Tougher route, right? But Teofimo Lopez, and sometimes your daddy can say shit that can make you look bad. That's why we're not blaming this on Teofimo Lopez. We're going to talk about his father. His father is out here in them streets.
Out here in these streets.
This motherfucker pretty much is saying, man, hey, man, after Lomachenko, we'll be undisputed. Fuck Devin Haney. That's real talk. No fake news. All right? Y'all, Bo, you lying. No, I'm not. Let me explain this to y'all. Go to 3kingsboxing.com. This is Teofimo Lopez Sr., the daddy. They are telling me that the WBC email belt that Devin Haney holds right now don't mean squat, nothing, nada. I am so happy. We are going to make this happen. We are going to be undisputed, and we are going to move on. Something about that word, undisputed, when it's used incorrectly.
Right.
When they use it correctly, man, damn, my throat. Okay, and move on. And no more Devin Haney. No more all his crap about I am this, I am that. We're going to unify the weight division. We're going to beat the man at 135 and move on to 140 division and unify that weight division as well. He further goes and they say that we are ducking Devin Haney because we want to fight Lomachenko. Are they freaking crazy? That kid hasn't won anything. He hasn't proven himself to win anything. Does he have potential? Maybe. But as of right now, he is a maybe person. Maybe he becomes world champion. Maybe he can beat this guy. What the hell? You can't win the lottery because maybe you almost won it, right? Get out of here with this maybe stuff. You got to be proven. And that kid has not beaten anybody. And I'm sick and tired of people talking about this kid because we are giving him a lot of clout.
Right.
Teofimo Lopez Sr., I'm sorry. And I don't care if you like him or don't like him. Teofimo Lopez Sr. lost his fucking mind.
Well, here's the problem, dog. And this is what pisses me off about motherfuckers doing that whole, he ain't fight nobody. You know what I'm saying? He got to get his resume better, et cetera, et cetera. While I do agree with that statement in retrospect, right? At the end of the day, the fucking reason why he's not fighting nobody is because niggas won't fight him. It's not like he's ducking anybody, dog. He's out here calling out every fucking body, but nobody wants to give him that smoke, man. You know what I'm saying? He had an opportunity to fight Teofimo Lopez, as you always mentioned, whenever they were going to have that WBC tournament. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And by the way, fellas, this is how you know this shit ain't scripted, because I'm over here basting my chicken right now while it's on the grill, and I'm spitting that box and talk right off the dome. That's how you know this shit ain't scripted, man. But anyway, listen, man. He was supposed to fight Teofimo Lopez in that WBC tournament, but Bob Arum said, hell no, I got bigger plans for you, right? Then you got Devin Haney became the #1 contender, while Vasily Lomachenko did not become the franchise, or at least didn't have the franchise tag yet. You know what I'm saying? Then they franchise tagged him. Then when asked about it, Bob Arum was like, well, that fight doesn't make no sense, right? So there's another duck, right? Devin Haney's been calling out Ryan Garcia. Basically, their camp is like, well, you know, we're going a different route. You know what I'm saying? We're not really looking at Devin Haney right now. There's another motherfucker that's not trying to fight him. And then Tank Davis, I mean, y'all already know what's up with Tank Davis, so there's really no need to even discuss this motherfucker, right? So at the end of the day, bro, nobody's trying to fight him. He's calling everybody out. He's trying to get fights made right now, even at the tender age of what, 21, 20, 22, whatever. Yep. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to do it right the fuck now. He doesn't give a fuck about how young he is, because he knows even if he loses, and this is the same situation with that dude at bantamweight, cat from Chicago, Joshua Greer Jr., at a young age lost to Stephen Fulton, and now is ranked higher at bantamweight than Stephen Fulton is at super bantamweight. You see what I'm saying? So you can lose early on and still end up with a pretty decent career. Look at Bernard Hopkins, right? Yep. Look at a lot of cats, man. A lot of cats. Juan Manuel Marquez was another guy that lost early, right? Man, Pacquiao lost early. A lot of fighters lose early, man, and they're still able to build a Hall of Fame type fucking career. So at the end of the day, Devin Haney, he's mature enough to understand that concept. So he's like, fuck it, man. I want to fight him right now. But they're not trying to give him the fights, dog. So what do you expect when you analyze Teofimo Lopez Sr.'s comment about, oh, this kid ain't fought nobody? Well, what the fuck do you expect when nobody wants to fight him? How is he supposed to get the fights then? You see what I'm saying? He's got to fight whoever's willing to get in the goddamn ring with him until somebody of Ryan Garcia, Gervonta Davis, Leo Santa Cruz, Vasily Lomachenko, Teofimo Lopez status decides, okay, now I'll fight him. But until then, I mean, it's going to be what it is, bro. So that's why this shit is corny as fuck at the end of the day. And also, let me just say this. Not only is he okaying the ducking, it's like the nigga just basically told y'all, yeah, man, we're going to, this is a future duck. You know what I'm saying? We plan in the future to duck a motherfucker. We just letting y'all know. That's what he said. We plan in the future to duck a motherfucker, right? So at the end of the day, with this being a premeditated duck, you know what I'm saying? He's not only doing that to Devin Haney, because his statement was, yeah, we're going to, you know, we're going to try to unify here. Then we're going up to 140 without Devin Haney. Well, here's the situation. If you beat Vasily Lomachenko, you just unify.
There you go.
So that means you're not going to fight Tank Davis. You're not going to fight Ryan Garcia, right? If Leo Santa Cruz ends up going to 135, which I think he will, to fight Tank Davis, you're not going to fight Leo Santa Cruz. Basically, since Vasily Lomachenko holds 3 of the 4 major sanctioning bodies, really 2, but franchise tagged in the other, right? When you beat him, you're automatically, or let me say not when, if you beat him, you're going to be unified champion at that point in time, right? So basically, his statement was, when we beat Vasily Lomachenko, not only will we not defeat or fight Devin Haney, we're not going to fight Ryan Garcia, Gervonta Davis, Leo Santa Cruz if he goes there, Luke Campbell, or anybody else in the motherfucking division. Why? Because we're going to go to 140. So not only is Teofimo Sr.'s dad saying we're going to do a premeditated duck of Devin Haney, he said we're going to do a premeditated duck of Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis. Mm-hmm. This is why 2K bring that logic to y'all motherfuckers, man. So if you didn't catch it, come listen to the podcast. I can let you know exactly what that shit means. This is exactly what he's saying, dog. And at the end of the day, you know, I haven't heard nothing from Teofimo Lopez. And Teofimo basically, in an article that we posted, you know, maybe a week ago or so, Teofimo Lopez explicitly stated, you know, I want to fight Vasily Lomachenko first. If not, I want to fight Devin Haney second. He said, if I can't get Devin Haney, I want to fight Gervonta Davis third. And if I can't get that fight, I want Ryan Garcia fourth. That's exactly what he said, right? So Teofimo actually has a different plan for himself. So if I'm Teofimo and I'm still sticking to what I said, which is what we published a week ago, I'm going to Pops and like, hey man, shut the fuck up, man. You making me look bad out here in these streets, dog. Shut the fuck up, man. Look, nigga, you train, nigga. Shut the fuck up. Don't talk. I talk. That's what I would tell him.
Yep.
But Teofimo might be like Danny Garcia, where Angel says all this shit. Danny just chills and, you know, whatever. And Danny even admitted, he said, yeah, my dad does all the talking, I do the fighting. Even when it made Danny Garcia look bad, Danny never said anything, dog. Teofimo might be the same way. I'm just saying, if I'm advising Teo, I'm telling him, hey, man, let's go ahead and put a muzzle on your dad, dog. That nigga tripping, man. Making you look bad out here, dog. Real bad. That's what I would do.
100% agree. And here's my problem with that statement. This just proved one thing. They were lying about talking about fighting Devin Haney. Remember that? Remember the so-called, I sent Eddie Hearns an offer to fight Devin Haney. Remember that? And Eddie Hearns said, maybe you put an S on the end of it. I didn't receive none. Well, this tells me you was lying from the get-go. Your father just said, after Loma, we done. We ain't even looking at this nigga. So how is it your daddy can say we're not going to look him after you fight Loma, but supposedly you was supposed to be trying to fight the nigga? So this tells me, no, you was not trying to fight that motherfucker. You was lying to us about that shit. Okay? You never, or somebody on your team probably told you they did it, but in the end, they didn't. Then on top of that, he's saying Devin Haney is a maybe. Devin Haney is the WBC champion. That's not a fucking maybe, dog. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry to tell you that, but that's not a fucking maybe. Right? Now, you can say, who is he beat and all that. Hey, man, I can look and say, well, who the fuck did Teofimo Lopez beat for you to tell me he automatically, after leaving the WBC, climbed the top of the motherfucking the IBF to fight Richard Comey? We all can sit and do that on somebody's motherfucking resume, but it doesn't change the fact that guess what? The motherfucker was there. He was ranked number fucking 1. He signed to fight Luke Campbell for the vacant belt because Mikey Garcia, when he went to fight Earl Spence, gave that motherfucking belt up. Right? And when Loma won the motherfucking belt, he was number 1 contender and tried to fight Lo fucking Minchenko. So at the end of the day, for me, this maybe, or he's a maybe. No, he's not. He is the WBC world fucking champion. And you're not going to be, hold on, and you're not going to be undisputed either, because you have to fight that guy to be undisputed. So don't say after we beat Loma, we'll be undisputed. No, Loma's the franchise tag. He's not a champion. He doesn't hold a belt, just a franchise tag, right? So at the end of the fucking day, you have to fight this motherfucker, because if you telling me that you're going to do this at 135, even if Devin Haney goes to 140, you will not fight this motherfucker at 140. Why should I believe you're not going to fight him at 135? Oh, but if we go to 140, he come up there. No, you just said we're done. No more of this, no more. We're done with him. So you don't plan, no plans at all to fight this dude. This is some straight up fucking bullshit, and it should not be allowed to happen. He's one of the young fucking guns in that motherfucking division. He's a dude that holds the belt. If you want to be undisputed, you got to face that motherfucker. And then don't tell me, oh, we was trying to fight him. No, the fuck you was not trying to fight him, because your dad just said after we get done with him, after we get done with Loma, we out. You was trying to fight him, then guess what? Your father wouldn't be talking like that. He'd be like, after Loma, if we beat Loma, we gonna fight him. But if you lose to Loma, then what, motherfucker? Now what? You still gonna go to 140? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? See? And if I'm Devin Haney and you lose, I tell Devin Haney, man, fuck you. You had your chance, now fuck you. Now I'm on to fight Lomachenko or whoever. See? That's some straight up bullshit, man. Teofimo Lopez do need to tell his motherfucking pops, hey, man, listen, man, you need to be quiet, because at the end of the motherfucking day, you do got to respect this dude as being the champion. I did not like it when PBC was trying to act like Terrence Crawford was the WBO champion. That was some straight up motherfucking bullshit, and we called them on that. This is some bullshit. You trying to act like Devin Haney ain't nobody. He's a maybe dude. No, he's the WBC world motherfucking champion, dog. Respect that. And if you can't respect that, then understand the position that you're putting, that the tone that you're setting now is, if we don't like somebody, then we can be dismissive of that. And I'm willing to go on fact and say I blame PBC for that, because that's what y'all did to Terrence Crawford. And that is happening to Devin Haney. Look at it. That's why you should never be disrespectful about a cat holding a motherfucking belt. At the end of the fucking day, he's one of the top-rated motherfuckers in the division. He's a world champion. I think I'm not looking at Ring Magazine, but I think he's number 2 or number 3 in that motherfucking division. So you gotta fucking respect that. And if I'm not gonna believe, if you don't fight this nigga at 135, you're gonna fight him at 140. Fuck out of here. Not saying that shit, you not. When he's right there? No, hell no. And then Teofimo Lopez made a video saying, bitch number 1, which was Devin Haney, bitch number 2, Ryan Garcia. So you just gonna avoid, so you gonna call niggas bitches and not get them a chance to get hands on you? No, man. I'm sorry. That's some punk ass shit right there. So I'm not buying that. You need to fight him. You need to fight Ryan Garcia. You need to stay and fight them motherfuckers, even if you win, because at the end of the day, they're the young guns of the fucking division. Go ahead, man.
All right, so I don't know if I was on mute. I don't remember muting myself. Did you mute me?
No, sir.
All right, so here's the deal. You're going in on Teofimo, but Teofimo might not be the one that is basically okay with this shit. That's what you got to understand. I agree with you, but at the end of the day, going in on Teofimo, that's not the problem. Go in on Senior. Yeah, Teofimo was like, yeah, bitch number one, bitch number two, but Teofimo let's give him a chance to respond. He might be like, nah, fuck what my dad said. I want to fight Devin Haney. Remember, Teofimo's the one that actually spearheaded trying to negotiate a fight with Devin Haney back when Top Rank was acting like Vasyl Lomachenko. Teofimo couldn't happen. Remember that. He was spearheading that shit, dog. You know what I'm saying? So all this shit that he's done in the media and all this shit where he's saying he's talking to Eddie Hearn and he's trying to make a fight with Devin Haney. And then, of course, Spence Garcia's announced. And then all of a sudden, Top Rank can make Vasyl Lomachenko and Teofimo Lopez, right? But before that announcement, Teofimo was like, I'm trying to fight Devin Haney right the fuck now. So we need to give Teofimo a chance to respond before we go in on him. Nigga, if a week goes by and this motherfucker ain't said nothing, then yeah, a podcast a week from today will be on Teofimo Lopez's ass because he didn't fucking say nothing, right? But as of it stands today, he just based on what he's done in the media, it would behoove this motherfucker to come out and be like, or at least go to his dad behind the scenes and be like, hey, shut the fuck up. And then when he goes to his dad about behind the scenes, he comes out and says, hey, I'm still looking to fight Devin Haney. He ain't even got to mention his dad. He ain't got to mention none of that shit. All he got to do is be like, no, I'm still looking to fight Devin Haney. Even if I beat Vasyl Lomachenko, I want to fight Devin Haney. That's all he got to say. And all is good at that point. You see what I'm saying? But if he allows his dad to basically come out in the media and talk about a premeditated duck, you know what I'm saying? And he don't say shit about it, that's when we need to get on his ass. So you're right. He did say bitch number one, bitch number two about Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia respectively. But at the end of the day, we still got to give him an opportunity to respond to this shit, dog.
Yeah,
if he doesn't, that's his ass, man.
No, let me clarify. When I'm talking about what Teofimo, what Junior said, I'm saying that this is what Junior said. Senior is pretty much like, you know, that he's making that shit that Junior said look bad. So let me clarify that. You're absolutely right. Let me clarify that. When I was going off, I'm talking about these are the things that Junior said that Senior is making look bad because he said that. Yeah. So yeah, no, you're right. You're right. Yeah, I agree with that. So somebody, he needs to tell his dad, or somebody needs to tell, like you said, Senior, man, you need to be quiet.
Shut the fuck up, Senior.
Yep. This is why my man always says these guys need what?
PR people, man.
There you go. They
don't know how to talk, man. They be out here looking stupid as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Hire a motherfucker that's gonna speak in your best interest, man. You know what I'm saying? And if he's still talking the same type of jive that you talking, then fire this motherfucker. But at the end of the day, y'all out here making yourselves look stupid as hell, giving easy ammunition for myself, my man Bo, to go in on these dudes. Easy work. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, at the end of the day, man, we just need Tio to come out and say, I don't need him to say, nah, fuck what my dad said. Nothing about his dad. He ain't got to say shit about his dad in the media. I just need him to come out and say, well, even if I beat Vasyl Lomachenko, I'm looking to fight Devin Haney because he does have one of the belts. That's all he needs to say. Yeah. And all is forgiven.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. Malachi said, happy birthday to your daughter, family.
Hey, appreciate you, big dog.
My man, Lord Zoe said, we in these streets.
Oh, man, Lord Zoe, man, where you at, man? Where the prostitutes at?
Jay, who's always here, said, we in these MF streets.
My man, J.L. Davis, what's good, man?
Sporting Advantage said, Three Kings Boxing, prodigy of boxing, fire.
Word up, man. Y'all know when y'all come over here, man, y'all gonna get that real talk, man. That's why they're here. Yeah, that's what they want.
Of course. YSM Sports Media said, what's good?
What's good, man?
And then the Texans said, oh, shit. What's good?
Yes, sir. Hey, man, the Texan is always good with me, man, because he a Texan just like me. Texan don't never say nothing wrong to me, bro. He can say some dumb shit. I'll make an excuse. Nah, he didn't really mean that, man.
You stupid dog. You're making an excuse.
Hell yeah.
Mama Denise said, what's up? Chilling at the crib, and she got a little wine glass up there.
Yeah. Hey, look. Hey. A lot of women follow us, right? Mm-hmm. And they say the same thing. They be chilling, drinking wine and shit while they listen to this vulgar ass podcast. And there's a lot of older women of all races, black, white, Mexican. They listen to this shit, bro. They be chilling with their wine, drinking while they laughing and spitting wine all over their computer screens or their phone and shit, whatever they listening to. Because I get the messages. They tell me, oh, 2K, when you said that one thing, you know what I'm saying? I was over there drinking wine and shit, and all of a sudden you said that. I just spit the shit all over my screen, man. I'm like, that's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear, man. That's I think it's cool though that a lot of older women follow us, man. That's real shit right there, man.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Drew Titan said, "Yo, what's up?
What's good, fam?"
Yeah, a lot of people. Lamar Joyce said he yells out Sean Porter.
He said he yelled out what? I'm sorry,
Sean Porter.
What? He just yelled out Sean Porter. He just saying it.
Yeah, he just saying Sean Porter. Just saying Sean Porter. That's YSM Sports said he's ducking the young guns.
Yeah, bro. Exactly.
Yeah,
no reason for that shit, man.
And it isn't, man. Listen, at the end of the day, hold on, my man Scott Brown. You know, I like Scott Brown though. I ain't gonna even lie. I know he's trolling, but I like him because it's intelligent trolling. Ain't that dumb shit. He said if Tio wins against Loma, why should he stay at 135? He may face guys him like Haney at 140. Here's the thing: why should he stay at 135? Because he won't be undisputed. And then you have a lot more young guns and talent right there for him to fight that he can make right there at 135. Right. So there's no guarantee he goes to 140 and makes any kind of move at all, period. Because now, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Because right now we're still waiting on Jose Ramirez and Josh Taylor.
Right. So, well, my problem is this: Teofimo Lopez is out here in the media, bro, saying that he wants to fight Devin Haney right now. Once you put yourself out there, man, now you're expected to live by your word, man. Real talk. You're expected to live by your word. Leo Santa Cruz is probably the biggest ducker in boxing right now, right? But at the end of the day, one thing that I can't say about Leo Santa Cruz is that he didn't live by his word. He openly ducked these motherfuckers that he ducked, right? Gary Russell and Guillermo Rigondeaux calling them out and shit. He ducked them motherfuckers, man. He didn't want to fight them. And he didn't, not one time do I remember personally Leo Santa Cruz basically calling for a fight for either one of those guys, right? He did mention in a recent article that we published on 3kingsboxing.com, he said that, one day I might have to see Gary Russell and Tank Davis, but that's not an admission of, that's not him saying, you know what, I got to fight this dude. No, he was just saying one day I might have to. Might is the operative word, meaning probably not. You know what I'm saying? So he's never actually came out and said, yeah, I want to fight these dudes and I want to fight this dude, and then went back on his word. That's the difference. Teofimo Lopez is out here really, dog, in social media all over the place, even going as far as saying that he's currently negotiating with fucking Eddie Hearn to get that fight. He's saying he wants to fight him. And to go back on that word, that's the problem. Once you put that shit in the universe, now it's expected. That's the problem, man.
Most definitely. I think it was YSM TV who mentioned, he said right here, he said Gary want that smoke. Yeah, and we reported that. Gary Russell did say that. That's why when we did an earlier podcast where we said Devin Haney if Gary goes up, Devin Haney has to look to fight him because he put it out there. Yeah. Right? Oh, believe me, if Gary goes up and Devin Haney starts back talking, well, we will be all up in that air.
Yeah, my man Rick Muhammad. He's in the chat. My man got the interview with Gary Russell Jr. and we put the 1 minute clip up on 3 Kings Boxing Facebook page, the Instagram, and the Twitter, where he specifically said, "Shit, if Devin Haney want that smoke, Shorty can get it too." So yeah, we were the ones that reported on that initially, right? And Gary Russell he's been calling everybody out, but the problem with Gary Russell is this: he's got to be fucking active. That's just what it is, man. Like he could call out as many people as he wants. He could stir the pot, have everybody like, oh shit, man, Gary Russell's really out there, man. He's really out there. But at the end of the day, if he's only giving us one fight a year, there's nothing that we can really trust when he spits his word, dog. We can't trust that shit. He's got to be more active, fam. I got to see this nigga is fighting once a year, fam. He's got to fight twice a year at the very least for somebody to actually take his call out seriously, dog. This nigga's been saying he going to 135 almost a year now, fellas. Almost a year now. He's still at 126. Of course, he just fought his Mando and Tugs Nyambayar, right? Actually had a good fight with him. That was a good fight. Won by UD, but it was a good fight. That fight actually told me that Josh Warrington has a chance against Gary Russell Jr. But nothing's being discussed. You see what I'm saying? So you fight your man though, and then you go back into fucking seclusion. And while you're in seclusion, you're calling out everybody, making everything look good. But at the end of the day, a nigga like me, dog, you got to show and prove. You can't just say you're going to do this or that, X, Y, Z, and A, B, and C, nigga, and not show and prove. You see what I'm saying? So that's the problem with Gary Russell Jr., dog. So I need him to be more active. If he's more active, then I'll get more excited about his call-outs. But for now, it's like, oh, man, that's what's up, man. We'll print that. You know, we'll put the video out. But, you know, anyway, that's what happens.
Yeah. I mean, Gary Russell's been telling us he going for Lomachenko since he lost to the motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly.
Lomachenko, I'm coming. Yeah, well, I'm waiting.
Okay, I mean, Loma was at 130. I mean, you didn't go to 130. Then the motherfucker went to 135. You didn't do nothing then either.
Right.
So what are you coming for? You know what I'm saying? Like, when is the cometh, nigga?
Yeah, you're right. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Lomachenko like you, he had the barbecue grill. That nigga still talking.
Exactly. Loma done forgot about Gary Russell. And he ain't even thinking about that dude. Like Gary Russell is absolutely not on Loma's radar. Gary Russell could enter 135 tomorrow, and Vasil's not even thinking about this dude. I bet you anything, dog. If we were to ask Vasil Lomachenko, hey man, Gary Russell is in your division now, man. You know what you gonna do about that? He gonna be like, what the fuck you want me to do? I already beat this nigga. That's exactly what he gonna say.
Exactly what he gonna say.
and then you know, possibly if he's in tune with how Gary Russell is moving and shit in boxing, the motherfucker might be like, shit, he only fights once a year. Why the fuck do I need to talk about him?
No shit.
He got to fight more than once a year, and then at least get himself, you know, accepted in the division before I even mention this dude, bro.
Yeah,
you know.
Most definitely. Listen, Gary Russell hurts his cause by fighting once a year. You know, see, Leo Santa Cruz has been very fortunate, right? Because the two guys that was calling him out for fights were niggas that was inactive at that time. Guillermo Rigondeaux, and I don't got no problem saying it, and Gary Russell. Well, when you're not active, nobody's paying attention to you. You're not giving nobody a reason to motherfucking fight you. The one thing about Gennady Golovkin, I have to say, the one thing, even though he was fighting terrible fucking opponents, but he was staying busy running these motherfucking opponents over, and he was on the mouth for everybody like, yo, man, when somebody gonna step up and fight him? When somebody gonna step up and fight him? Well, when you're only fighting once a year, well, shit, motherfucker could not fight you. Carl Frampton even duck Rigo. No backlash. Still shit. Even got fighter of the year. Even got fighter of the year, goddammit. And, and I'm one of the niggas that gave it to him.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. That's what I'm saying, man. So I don't know, man. I like Gary Russell a lot, man, but he's got a lot that he needs to do. You know what I'm saying? Before he's actually, you know, people take his comments seriously, man. He's got a lot he needs to do.
That's right. That's right. Most definitely, man. We got Cheetah Head in the building. What's going on, Cheetah Head? Where he said something. What did he say? Damn, these comments are coming in fast. These motherfuckers. He said, what up to the chat? Salute.
Right. Word up, man. My man Cheetah Head, 3kingsboxing.com. What's good, family?
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. All right, man. Let's move on. Tyson Fury, baby. What did we say? See, again, man. I don't. Hey, man. Okay, man. I'm finna hate on my. You know, I'm finna just slap myself. I hate you, nigga. I hate you. You always fucking right. You always hanging out with them niggas that always know what they saying. You too goddamn smart and intelligent. You're not a 75%er, nigga.
Right. Exactly. It is what it is, man.
We talked yesterday about Tyson Fury, the possibility if he loses to Deontay Wilder, they may have to fight. They may fight again, right? Well, Tyson Fury himself has come out. He has said this. 3kingsboxing.com. He goes, if I get knocked out by Deontay Wilder, then it won't be on, will it? He's talking about fighting Anthony Joshua. There would be another fight with Wilder and so forth and so on. And if AJ loses to Pulov so close but so far away in heavyweight boxing, you can never count your chickens before they hatch. See, this is the very reason why we give you guys what we give you, because over here, see, we're thinkers. We don't go off a script that these motherfuckers tell us to do.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? All right. We don't do that, right? We are actually telling y'all, if you look at how situation is, it could work out. Tyson Fury is just telling you, and understand something. Bob even himself said this. Bob knows what money is. Bob knows how to make. Bob can give you 3 fights, 4 fights, and you be like, "Do I really need the 4th fight?" Yes, you do. I guess I do need the 4th fight. That's that old Jedi mind trick Bob plays on you. Bob will force that shit down your throat like castor oil. Remember castor oil? Your mama give you that shit when you was sick. She get that castor oil.
Right.
This shit, goddamn it.
Right.
Goddamn. Remember you would be, is that a cough? No, mama, it's not a cough. Mama's not a cough. This shit.
Yeah, you gotta eat that or drink that nasty shit. Yeah, man, that shit is nasty as hell, bro.
Hell yeah, right? That's exactly what they saying, which is why I said I wouldn't be surprised is if Tyson Fury fight Anthony Joshua, Fury gets a rematch clause. The reason why is because they did that for Vladimir Klitschko, and that nigga wasn't even holding a belt. That motherfucker,
right.
they would fight for the vacant WBA title, and they gave that nigga a rematch clause. So I'm just like, hey, don't be shocked if that happens. So if Fury loses, y'all be ready for a 4th Deontay Wilder fight, and that's again that means Dylan White. Guess what? You still at the back of the bus, buddy. What do you think about all this, man? Yeah,
man. At the end of the day, like you just said, man. This is what I'm saying, man. Follow the show, dog. I mean, it's just as simple as that. We know what the fuck we talking about, man. You know what I'm saying? We just said to y'all yesterday that Tyson Fury will more than likely be gearing up for a 4th fight if he ends up losing to Deontay Wilder, and that's common sense, really. You know what I'm saying? But it's just ironic that the news comes out literally the next day. Yeah, I would be gearing up. Right now, dog, if I was a conceited motherfucker, well, I am. Let me just say this. If I wanted to say that this podcast was fucking huge, I'd be like, yeah, Tyson Fury, watch this. You know what I'm saying? yo, I don't know. I really don't give a fuck. Just at the end of the day, it's too much of a coincidence that the story comes out. Yeah. I'm, if I lose, I'm fighting Deontay Wilder in a 4th fight. You see what I'm saying? And we just talked about that. But at the end of the day, man, Dillian White, we talked about him being the odd man out simply because of that. You got the 4th fight with Tyson Fury. You got the opportunity after that with Anthony Joshua. I'm sorry. You got the 4th fight with Deontay Wilder. Then you got the opportunity with Anthony Joshua, right? Mm-hmm. Then, or it's an opportunity with Anthony Joshua if Tyson Fury wins the 3rd fight, which I think he will. Then you got possibly Alexander Usyk, who's the WBO mandatory right now. That fight might get fucking mandated. You know what I'm saying? So Dillian White is kind of down the line, maybe like 3 or 4 fights down, you know what I'm saying, before he actually gets his shot. And that's only if the WBC doesn't fucking mandate it like they should, right? So, yeah, dog, at the end of the day, man, it's a situation where Dillian White, Andy Ruiz, any of those guys, they all have to wait for title shots unless they're in a mandatory position or at least the number 1 spot. And that particular organization mandates the fight. And even then, there's bigger money fights on the fucking horizon to where that big money fight might trump the fucking mandation. So it is what it is, man. This what more can be said? Of course, if he loses, he's gonna fight Deontay Wilder again. Of course. If he wins, he's gonna fight Anthony Joshua. Of course. There's really nothing more to say.
No, because like my man Rick Muhammad said right there. That's the business.
That's the business, right? Exactly.
Money. Listen. What do we say? We say unification trump mandatories, but money trump all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Exactly.
And at the end of the day, Tyson Fury, if he loses to Wilder, and let's say he gets knocked out, you know they're gonna make a 4th, and the money on that 4th is gonna be huge because now we got to see what damn Wilder came back. What the fuck is Fury gonna do? He's done it once before, right? And then if Fury wins and he fight Joshua, and let's say he wins and beats Joshua, you don't think if they sell out Wembley Stadium again, do big time numbers over there in the UK, you don't think that the Zone is gonna tell Eddie, hey man, tell your boy to sit his ass down and wait. We trying to recoup this money back. So run that back. Shit. You think they not gonna say that? Hell, they sat back and waited for Vladimir Klitschko to tell us that he wasn't gonna fight before they even looked at somebody else for Anthony Joshua to fight because of the money on the table. So at the end of the day, baby.
Exactly, fam. Expect a 4th Wilder fight if Fury fucking loses, 100% guaranteed.
Hey man, hey, 2K, extend your virtual arm out to me, homie.
Right. Basically. Basically.
Because that's exactly what we said.
Basically.
I pat my own self on the motherfucking back, goddamn.
Right.
We told y'all that. That's the motherfucking business, man. That's how this sport works, man. You guys, if you follow the history of boxing, just follow the history of boxing. That's how the sport. Sugar Ray Leonard, and I talk shit about Sugar Ray Leonard in retirement, came out of retirement and was the A-side against an undisputed Marvin Hagler.
Sure was. Sure was. Sure was.
That's the business. Okay. Motherfucking right, Canelo Alvarez right now. He had 4 divisions on hold, waiting to see what the fuck it was niggas at 154, knowing goddamn well he wasn't going to 154. It was like, wait a minute. I think Canelo might call.
Right. Right.
So, man, that's the business, y'all. You know, I don't know, man. I don't know what more we could do, dog, for them to stop, dog.
Ain't nothing more we could do, man. They're going to keep hating us, bro. It is what it is.
You know, and while your favorite media sources out there crying and boo-hooing and shit, we over here dropping knowledge.
We can't get no jobs. Get the fuck out of here, uncreative niggas. You know what I'm saying? Oh, dormant ass motherfuckers, man. That shit don't make no sense, bro. All y'all should stop following these dudes after that beta male ass fucking video that they made, bro. You know, there was a woman on there, so, you know, women can't be alphas. It is what it is in that situation. But them dudes on there, man, they some straight betas, bro. Y'all should stop following them based on that, dog. That's some beta male shit. Crying about you can't get no jobs. Get the fuck out of here, man. Let no motherfucker stunt my growth, nigga. Fuck out of here, man.
Well, say that shit one more time, please.
I'm not gonna let no motherfucker stunt my growth, man.
There you go.
Shit.
Yeah, because my growth already been stunted. But
word up.
My shit stopped. My shit. Hey, they say the average height for a man is 5'10". My shit hit me at 5'9"3/4. I said, "You bitch."
Yeah, you didn't make it, bro.
I didn't make it, dog.
That's funny.
All right, man. Let's go into another topic. I like this one right here. You see, this is why I love boxing, because every now and then, people and fan bases. Go ahead.
Hold on. Which one we doing? Because we got to cut this short. I hate to do it to everybody, man, but I'm running out of base and shit for my meat. You know what I'm saying? I gotta go marinate some other meat. You know what I mean? So, you know, I hate to do it, man. We got to cut this short, but we're going to do this last one, man. We're going to do this last one, and then I got to be out.
I bet we're going to do Ugas. So you got cats out here when you mentioned, because, you know, we mentioned if he fights anybody whose name is not Porter or Ugas, and we was talking about Terrence Crawford, then that nigga gets off the pound for pound list. So you got motherfuckers out here talking about something. Well, who the fuck is Ugas? What the fuck? You know, who the fuck is Ugas? When did fucking Ugas become a good motherfucking fighter? You see, here's the thing about when you talk, you know what the fuck you're talking about, okay? Ugas is a top 10 rated welterweight by Ring Magazine. Okay, he's ranked in the top 10. Matter of fact, I believe Ugas is number 7, and the only guys above him, of course, is the 3 champions: Spence, Crawford, and Manny Pacquiao. I don't know what order, but I know it's Garcia, Porter, and Thurman, and then Ugas. Now I don't know why Thurman is that high, but you know what? I think because he lost to Manny Pacquiao, he's a great fighter, so they deduct a lot of points, right? Okay, and then the only other guys on there is, I know Garcia and Lipinus. I don't know who the other motherfucker is, but Ugas is ranked number 7 by Ring. Then when you look at the ranking system, then again, this is me off the top of my dome. Ugas by the WBC, I know he's number 2. He's number 1 by the motherfucking WBA. Okay? So, and on top of that, Ugas' last defeat, let me say this again. Ugas' last motherfucking defeat before Sean Porter was a million mile in 2014. Since then, he fought Delorme, he fought Ray Robinson, and he fought he lost the he lost to Porter, and then came back and beat the undefeated Omar Figueroa. And you can make the case he beat Sean motherfucking Porter. So Ugas has proven himself, and like my man 2K said, he is a top rated motherfucking welterweight. If you look at the WBO rankings, I'm not looking at them, y'all look at them. Anybody that's in that rankings, if Mikey Garcia is in that rankings, Ugas is rated higher than him by Ring. Ugas is rated higher than him by the WBC and the WBA by 2 of the governing sanctioned motherfucking body. Virgil Ortiz, if Virgil Ortiz is a Golden Boy fighter, Ring don't even have that nigga rated in the top fucking 10 of all the welterweights. And that's Virgil Ortiz. Okay? Yeah. My man Lawrence Williams said, Jamil James. Okay, so this nigga has proven himself. So for cats out there saying, why is he worthy opponent for Terrence Crawford? He's a worthy opponent. Why? He's a top 10 rated welterweight in all the motherfucking way by Ring Magazine, and he's even higher than Mikey Garcia and Lipinets, and you can make the case he beat Sean Porter. Okay, on top of that, 2 out of the 4 organizations have him ranked 1 and motherfucking 2. And the guys is rated over him by the WBO, then he's rated higher than him overall in the motherfucking welterweight division. And then he beat an undefeated Omar motherfucking Figueroa, and arguably, and then he beat Thomas Lorman and Ray Robinson. Hasn't had a loss since Sean Porter since 2014. The guy has drastically improved. So this whole thing, who is Ugas? Ugas is better than motherfucking Mean Machine that I saw. He's better than you telling me some Kel goddamn Brooks that ain't fought at motherfucking 147. He's definitely better than some Amir goddamn Khan. Oh, he was even better than Jose Benavidez. Ugas is a top quality opponent that if the motherfucking fights, if he fights Terrence Crawford right now, he saves him from being on the top on the pound for pound list. That's who the fuck Ugas is, man. Go ahead on in, Prodigy, so we can get out of here, man.
Well, it not only does he save him, Yordenis Ugas right now by Ring is ranked number 7, and you know, rightfully so, because welterweight is stacked. The only guys in front of him are Errol Spence, Manny Pacquiao, Terrence Crawford, Danny Garcia, Sean Porter, and Keith Thurman. Now, Keith Thurman, maybe not, but yes, I think he should be because he's a former unified champion, right? And he only lost to Manny Pacquiao. So, yes, he should be in front of him, too. Those are the only guys that are in front of Yordenis Ugas, and that is absolutely right. When you look at the top guys that are former fucking champions in the division, right? The reason why the division's so stacked, they absolutely should be in front of him, and it just so happens to be 6 motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? So those 6 should be in front of Ugas, and then Ugas right behind them. That's exactly correct. That's exactly why I go off of Ring's rankings, divisional rankings, not necessarily their pound for pound, but their divisional rankings. They do an excellent job with that, and they got Ugas exactly where the fuck he needs to be, because behind Ugas you got Kujatillo Abu Kakarov. You know what I'm saying? He's still a green dude.
Right, I know who he was.
Yeah, he's green. You got Sergey Lipinets. You got Mikey Garcia. Those are the 3 behind him. That's exactly correct. Sergey Lipinets is a former IBF 140-pound champion, not 147. His claim to fame at 147 right now is retiring Lamont Peterson, right? Mikey Garcia's best win at 147 is Jesse Vargas, right? So that's right. And then Kujatillo Abdu Kakarov, he's still a green motherfucker. He ain't really fought nobody yet. So at the end of the day, you know, he's got guys behind him that need to be behind him. He's got guys in front of him that need to be in front. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, bro, they got him ranked exactly where he needs to be. So, you know, I don't know what people are looking at. You know, maybe it's just in my headline when I shared this shit, I said, and dumbass boxing fans are out here really saying Yordenis Ugas ain't that good. So who's better besides those 6 who are former champions? Who's better at 147? Who? You know what I'm saying? He lost to Mary Mom at 140 and has beaten everybody's ass since, including a guy that many people thought would give Errol Spence problems if they ever fought, because he beat him in the amateurs, and that's Omar Figueroa. Oh, yeah. Trust me. I'm all over these boxing streets, dog. I see what motherfuckers are saying. I just don't say nothing, but I see what you're saying. I see your comments, right? Motherfuckers were really out here saying Omar Figueroa, while he was undefeated, his biggest win was Robert Guerrero. While he was undefeated, they were out here saying Omar Figueroa gives Errol Spence Jr. trouble just based on the fact that Omar Figueroa beat Errol Spence in the amateurs. They were saying this. Yordenis Ugas brutalized this motherfucker. Wasn't even a contest. By the time I'm like in the 5th round, I'm like, why the fuck am I even watching this? This is easy work. You know what I'm saying? So you're telling me a guy that you thought Errol Spence was going to give, a guy that you thought was going to give Errol Spence trouble, and Yordenis Ugas just mollywops this motherfucker. Yordenis Ugas gets no type of fucking acclaim for that? Get out of here, man. Like I said, it's dumbass boxing fans that honestly don't know the sport. They might watch it, but they don't know styles. They don't know how styles mesh with other styles. They don't know how styles clash with other styles. They can't look at 2 fighters and be like, yeah, based on his style, because X, Y, Z, A, B, C, and D, this motherfucker might give this motherfucker a problem. Even if it's a guy who's just a contender and we're talking about a bona fide champion, they still don't know how to do that. Why? Because they go based off of status. Oh, man, you know, this guy's a bona fide champion. Yordenis Ugas, I mean, he lost to Amiri Mom 27 years ago. He can't win. That's what they do. They don't know boxing.
No.
Honestly, a lot of your top media dudes do the same shit. Your top media dudes and women do the same shit. They don't know fucking boxing. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, why are you even listening to a motherfucker that doesn't know boxing? For me, this is why I don't really listen to cats on YouTube. Got like my 3 channels I might go to, right? If you can't intelligently break down a fucking fight, I turn your video off. Plain and simple. If you can't tell me why fighter A beats fighter B or why fighter B beats fighter A with a well-articulated and educated analysis as to why that motherfucking prediction is being made, I turn your goddamn video off. You know what that means, Bo? That's like 98% of these motherfuckers out here. That's what that means. So, again, just dumbass boxing fans that may watch the sport but don't know how to break down shit. And that's why you get this bullshit here, man.
You know, my man right here just said something. Logic just said something. He's right. I forgot about that. That Ugas fight with Omar Figueroa was a title eliminator.
Yes, it was. And this is the funny part. He's still, this is why I was telling that one cat, just because you're fighting an eliminator doesn't mean you're the automatic mandatory. It's the same thing with Charles Martin. Charles Martin's fight with Gerald Washington was an IBF eliminator. However, he's not the mandatory yet because he still has to fight another fight. Also, Kubrat Pulev still needs to fight Anthony Joshua because he's the mandatory right now, right? Yordenis Ugas fought in an eliminator, but he's not the fucking mandatory. So with him not being the mandatory, he still has to fight another fight in order to get that mandatory status cemented. So that's the situation. So, hey, man, I got to get the fuck out of here, man. But, you know, easy work as usual. You know what I'm saying? As y'all know, this shit ain't scripted. You know what I'm saying? I got people bringing me more meat while I'm talking to you guys. I got people whipping up they tried to whip up my barbecue sauce. I got to remake that shit. That shit probably whack as fuck. But, you know what I'm saying? I'm turning meat, moving meat from the grill to the oven. That's what I'm saying, fam. This shit is real boxing talk. No script. I know a lot of these motherfuckers that y'all following got a script, dog. They got papers in front of them. How do I know this? Because they've told me. Yeah, man, I typically write shit down because I forget what I want to say and need to say. Not 3KB, dog. Real talk.
All right, and with that, y'all, we out.